Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Three Koi Fishes channel. I'm Joy, and as always, I'm thrilled to have my amazing friend Sophie here with me.
Hey Joy, and hello to everyone. I'm so excited to dive into today's topic, which is something I wish I had understood better before my first baby.
Absolutely. Today we're talking about birth plans. Now, some people might roll their eyes, but trust us, this is something every expecting parent should at least consider. So, Sophie, let's start with the basics. What exactly is a birth plan?
Think of it as your personal guide to labor and delivery. It's a written document where you outline your preferences for how you want things to go. It's not about being rigid, but it's about communicating your wishes to your medical team.
Exactly. It's like a roadmap. It's not about controlling every single detail, but rather about expressing what's important to you. And let's be real, not everyone wants or needs one, and that's totally fine. But if you're like me, someone who likes to be prepared, or if you have specific preferences, a birth plan can be incredibly helpful.
Oh, I wish I had been more prepared. I went in pretty blind with my first. So, let's get into the nitty-gritty. What are some of the key areas people should consider when creating their birth plan?
Okay, let's break it down. First, think about your labor environment. What kind of atmosphere do you envision? Do you want a calm and quiet environment, music, aromatherapy, dim lighting?
Ooh, I love the idea of aromatherapy. I wish I had thought of that.
Right? And what about movement? Do you want to be able to move freely, walk around, or use a birthing ball? And then there's eating and drinking during labor. Some facilities allow it, others don't. And of course, do you want your partner to take pictures or videos?
That's a good point about the pictures. I know some people love it and some don't want any.
Exactly. Then let's talk about medical interventions. How do you feel about fetal monitoring? Do you prefer continuous or intermittent monitoring? What are your preferences regarding membrane rupture? Do you want it left intact as long as possible? And what about episiotomy versus natural tearing? Do you have a preference?
And of course, pain management. Epidural or natural pain relief methods like acupuncture, reflexology, or breathing techniques. That's a big one.
A huge one. And then we move on to delivery preferences. Do you want your partner to be involved in the delivery, such as cutting the umbilical cord or helping with suctioning? What are your preferences regarding C-sections? What circumstances would warrant one for you? And what about immediate skin-to-skin contact with your baby after birth? Or immediate breastfeeding?
Okay, that's a lot to think about.
I know. And finally, newborn care. Do you want your baby to stay in the room with you? And what are your preferences regarding newborn procedures, such as vaccinations or eye ointment?
Wow, that's comprehensive. So, what are some key tips for creating a successful birth plan?
Remember, it's a communication tool. First, keep it flexible. Labor and delivery can be unpredictable. Be prepared to adapt if necessary.
Definitely. I learned that the hard way.
Secondly, discuss it with your doctor or midwife. They can provide valuable insights and let you know what's possible at your chosen birth location. And be realistic. Understand that some preferences may not be possible due to medical reasons.
That's so important.
Also, communicate with your partner. Make sure you're both on the same page. And of course, bring copies of your birth plan to the hospital. Ensure your entire medical team has access to it. And lastly, be informed. Research your options and understand the benefits and risks of different procedures.
So ultimately, it's about empowering yourself to have the best possible birth experience.
Exactly. It's about having your voice heard and making informed decisions. Thanks so much for joining us today, everyone. We hope this episode has been helpful. Please remember to subscribe and leave a comment sharing your own birth plan experiences. And remember, every birth is unique, and you've got this.